You go in and ball out against these chicks in the WNBA, they get mad and they get their feelings hurt. They get butt hurt. And so instead of turning to basketball and defense, we'll turn to violence.
Sophie Cunningham endured tough, aggressive defense and was knocked down multiple times, yet still put up an impressive 21 points and 8 rebounds against the Mystics. No Caitlin Clark? No problem when you've got a warrior like Sophie on your team.
No doubt about it. The Indiana Fever have another star. All right. Just this quick. Sophie Cunningham, and I told you guys, I had a feeling that she was going to really make her presence known.
In a tense battle against the Mystics, the Fever discovered their true identity through adversity. When Sophie Cunningham stood her ground after being thrown down by the Mystics' Kiki Arefen, everything changed. The team transformed before our eyes, shifting from a passive performance to playing with intensity and determination that could fuel them for the rest of the season.
It took one game to convince me Sophie's legit, a good fit for the Fever. That said, nobody runs the point better than Cece. Nobody.
Cunningham has been the X factor for this Fever team. And they're down 3. They were down, if I'm not mistaken, they were down 33-18. Like, it's a 70-5 run. Every bit of it caused by Sophie Cunningham.
Let's dive in. Without Caitlin Clark in the lineup, the Fever looked completely out of sync from the start. They lacked energy, focus, and any real sense of urgency. At times, it felt like the outcome didn't even matter to them. Their body language said it all. The Mystics wasted no time taking advantage, but then Sophie Cunningham stepped up. When the team needed a response the most, she delivered, finishing with 21 points and providing the spark the Fever so desperately needed.
So, that leads us to Sophie Cunningham, and it's getting ugly already out there. There was a couple of ugly fouls, and the retards, as I like to call them, the RAHTARDSs.
Let's focus on Sophie Cunningham's resilience here. Things were getting heated on the court with some tough fouls, and the intensity was clearly rising. Despite the rough treatment, Sophie stood strong, taking a beating while trying to carry the Fever. She endured some of the most physical and challenging play out there, never backing down in her effort to lead her team.
They are already now attacking Sophie Cunningham. Oh, they're mad. The MAGA Barbies got them angry. They're cheering on violence against this basketball player.
Every time Sophie moved, someone hit her. Every time she cut to the basket, someone pushed her. Every screen she set, someone ran right through her. And yet, the refs kept their whistles silent. Sophie was being demolished out there. Then came the moment that shifted everything. Rookie. Kiki Fan literally dragged Sophie to the floor in what should have been an immediate flagrant foul call.
Too strong there from Olsen. Cunningham pulls down here's that feistiness.
There you go.
She is fierce in the game. And I know it wasn't announced that Caitlin Clark wouldn't play until right before, but this is a pretty...
Sophie hit the ground hard, but what happened next was even more shocking. Kiki actually smiled about it. Who smiles after potentially injuring another player, especially a respected veteran like Sophie Cunningham?
And that's Kiki Arefen, and I got to tell you, here we go with the smiling like you've done. I don't get it. This is the worst part of the WNBA. It is. A ton of reaction. The smiles afterward, let's get negative. These people are loving this. It's crazy.
That was the breaking point. Sophie had finally had enough. She jumped right up and went straight at Kiki Fan, getting right in. Her face. This wasn't just about her. It was about standing up for her entire team. Sophie was sending a clear message. We're not going to be pushed around anymore.
Preseason game, and I know it wasn't announced that Caitlin Clark wouldn't play until right before, but this is a preseason game where Clark is not available. And yet, you probably have 10,000 people here and a real home court advantage.
That's Sophie Cunningham. There you go. I mean, she's right there saying, don't you do them. She's telling the rookie right now, lay down.
The energy in the arena completely shifted the moment Sophie stood. Up to Kiki. It was like someone flipped a switch for the entire Fever team. Suddenly, they were playing with fire, intensity, and purpose. The Fever immediately shifted to a full-court press that the Mystics couldn't handle. They forced turnovers, scored easy buckets, and completely disrupted everything the Mystics tried to do. Each of Sophie's baskets became a rallying point, especially her three-pointer that put them ahead in the third quarter.
It is exactly what you want to see. Because the Fever, if you're looking at the box scores, like DeWanna Bonner is 0 of 4 from the field. You're looking at an 0 of 10 for Kelsey Mitchell.
Even Dana Bonner got in on the action, getting chippy with Brittany Sykes in response to how they were treating Sophie. The whole team rallied around their veteran leader, showing that they were all in it together.
Little standing on business. I mean, it's wild. It really is.
In that single moment, Sophie transformed from victim to leader. She showed exactly why veterans are crucial, even on a team with rookie stars, like Caitlin Clark. Sometimes you need that player who's been through the battles, who knows when to stand up and how to shift the energy of an entire team. This is why the Fever brought Sophie in, for her shooting, her defense, and for moments exactly like this. When the team needed someone to show them how to fight, Sophie was that person.
Yikes, Kiki, the new Kennedy. A lot of people not happy. Demon Sophie, yeah, she showed up. Look at this. They're celebrating that.
What happened to Sophie Cunningham isn't just raising eyebrows, it's sparking a serious conversation about what's acceptable in the WNBA. Was this just physical basketball, or did it cross the line into something more? I mean, when multiple flagrant fouls are called against one team for how they're treating a single player, that's not normal basketball. That's targeting.
I guess we're going to have wars again. I mean, seriously. This league it's really crazy. It really is crazy.
The flagrant fouls against the Mystics were extraordinarily frequent. In regular basketball, you might see one flagrant, maybe two if things get heated, but multiple flagrants against the same player raises serious questions about what's happening on the...
Here we go again. She's yelling while Kiki's laughing in her face. Never seen a rook have a vet so rattled.
Many fans and analysts are calling it assault, rather than physical basketball. Watching the footage of Sophie being thrown to the ground repeatedly makes this perspective understandable. She was being targeted with contact that clearly violated game rules, shoved down with excessive force, grabbed while airborne, and hit, with unnecessary contact that sent her sprawling across the hardwood.
Pick that up, Kiki. You're going to be the next Kennedy. Yeah, she's making a bad name for herself right now. I mean, seriously.
This targeting goes beyond Sophie. When rookie Kiki Rice deliberately tripped Cunningham, sending her crashing to the floor with no play on the ball, it revealed a troubling pattern. This wasn't competitive play, it was dangerous and calculated, showing a complete disregard for player safety and professional conduct. Certain Fever players might be receiving this treatment because of their media attention. The Fever have been in the spotlight, and these teams could be trying to send a message with extra physical play.
The WNBA is running a commercial right now, an ad, talking about the physicality in the league. And again, I've watched physical basketball. It's kind of weird for a league to just flat, I mean, I don't know, to wrap your loving arms around it and then promote it. All right, that's one way to go, I guess.
It started from Sophie Cunningham, and then we saw DeWanna Bonner. DeWanna Bonner getting chippy with Brittany Sykes. And the reason, again, why DeWanna Bonner getting chippy with Brittany Sykes is big is because it was a change.
DeWanna Bonner also gets up in Brittany Sykes' face because she pushes down Sophie Cunningham on the floor, so she goes to bat for Sophie Cunningham. And do you guys remember the Indiana Fever last season? They were not a chippy team. They were not getting in each other's faces because there were really no enforcers. I mean, Temi was an enforcer, but she was out for most of the season. And now we cannot say that the Indiana Fever does not have enforcers. All these teammates are going to bat for each other.
Especially a vet with a proven track record who is currently playing bad. If you're winning a game, do not piss off a vet on the other team. Do not piss off the vets. It's the last thing you do. When the other team, if you're playing a veteran team and they are struggling and you are killing them, do not piss them off. The intensity shown in this game by... It started from Sophie.
Enter Sophie Cunningham. She was the lead scorer of the entire game for both teams, coming away with 21 points and 8. It is so evident when Caitlin Clark is not on the court for the Indiana Fever. She is such a floor general. She is the X factor for the Indiana Fever. She leads the way when they don't have